Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's live onboarding and Ask Me Anything. I'm Tim from Ledger, and today we have Kelly with us.
Yep. Hello.
So Kelly's going to be going through the total onboarding of the device and showing you how to set it up, how to generate your recovery phrase, and how to use the device in Ledger Live. And once we get done with that, we're going to transition into asking your guys' questions directly. So we have a moderator in the chat that will be gathering your guys' questions and feeding them to us. We're kind of trying something a little bit new today, just to kind of see how that goes. So without further ado, I think that we should go ahead and get started.
Yeah, sounds good. Mm-hmm. All right. So we are going to be a Nano S Plus today. When you first open the box, you'll see the device and the secret recovery sheet. This device has already been set up, and we've actually already used the sheets in here, so we're going to use a different one. But when you unbox your new device, you'll find 3 recovery sheets in this little envelope here. Underneath is usually where the cable is, and then in this little packet there's some regulatory information and I think some stickers too, right?
Yeah.
In there.
I keep the stickers on my badge.
Yeah, actually,
work.
Yeah. I have some on mine too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so okay, so this device has actually already been set up. So it is asking for a PIN. Typically, a new device would ask if you want to set the device up as new or restore from a recovery phrase. And this is a great example of how you can get a device that has been used, or you can reset your device at any time. And the device will reset to factory settings, and then you can generate a brand new recovery. So to reset the device, you incorrectly enter a PIN in 3 times in a row, and it will reset. So this one, what is the actual PIN?
The actual PIN is 1111.
Okay. So we'll just enter a different PIN incorrectly times in a row. And then it tells you you have 1 attempt left. That's okay. Okay, so it says invalid PIN, device reset. All right. So I am going to select setup as a new device. When I select this, it's going to generate a 24-word recovery phrase. Hitting first. So it just asks you to confirm your PIN. You can do 4 or 8 digits. All right, so write down your recovery phrase. This is one of the most important steps because your recovery phrase is the master key to your assets. As long as you have your recovery phrase, you have access to your assets. So it's really important to keep them secure, safe, and to write them down correctly.
Kelly, while you're going through that, do you want me to talk a little bit about recovery phrases?
Yeah, that'd be great.
To kind of kill the time?
Totally.
Yeah, to fill the space?
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to do this.
Yeah, this is the most, the longest part of the process of setup is generating the recovery phrase, but it's also the most important part. So while Kelly's doing that, I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about recovery phrases. So basically, your 24-word recovery phrase is the master private key to all your crypto accounts. So when you derive this recovery phrase, it is for new users who are very new to the space and are kind of unfamiliar with what the recovery phrase is and the importance of it. It's a very easy thing to kind of like disregard in your mind or not take as serious as a person should, because it's I feel like the mentality is very similar to like writing down maybe like your login credentials for your bank account information, where if you forget your password or you misplace it, or if it's compromised, it's not usually that big of a deal because the bank will, there's recourse. You'll be able to contact the bank and, get your password reset and go through all that. But when it comes to self custody with crypto, with your with a cold storage device, and where you generate your own recovery phrase, there is nobody to contact for this. There is no recourse. And so if you write down your recovery phrase incorrect, or if you write it down and lose it, and then later you have to regain access to your account, like if your Nano resets or something, then you won't be able to contact us. We won't be able to give you your recovery phrase. We won't be able to help out really in any way. The most we'd be able to do in those situations is try to offer advice on like things that you can try. But really, if the recovery phrase is lost or smudged, or like you spilled coffee on it and it's illegible, or if the words are written down in incorrect order, there's really not much that can be done. So you want to take this part of the setup process very serious. Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. So looks like Kelly is getting there right now. Oh, really? Let's see. How's the audio? Let's see. We were just told that our audio is. It looks like it's picking it up right here. Yeah. Okay, Peter, if the audio is still messed up, can you pop in and let us know? Good. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good. I'm getting a thumbs up. We're good to go. Cool. Okay, so definitely take this part of the process very serious and make sure that you always keep your recovery phrase completely offline. You don't want to, at this point when she's writing it down, you don't want to take a picture of it and store it on your phone. You don't want to take these words and save them in any kind of digital format, like for instance, a password manager or in a notes application, nothing like that. You don't want to do anything like that, because in those situations, if those accounts that are connected to the internet get compromised, which can happen, then your recovery phrase could get compromised. And if someone gets access to it, they would have access to all your crypto accounts. You want to keep this totally offline.
Yep. For sure.
All right.
All right. So the next part is confirming your recovery phrase. A little bit of time, but not as long. Definitely take your time and read the word before selecting it. It's easy to kind of get ahead of yourself and, want to select the first word that comes up, but you will have to select the correct word. So definitely take your time with this process.
It's actually a little bit easier now than it used to be. Before, you actually had to enter in the letters and confirm each word. Now the Nano device, in an update, I can't remember when the update was, but a little while back, the OS on the device was updated to change the process a little bit to make it a little bit more user friendly, to where the Nano will suggest I think it's 4 or 5 words that could possibly be it, and you just click through to find the correct word and you select the correct word. So it's a little bit quicker than it used to be, but you still definitely have to take your time to make sure you select the right word. Otherwise, you'll get a hard stop on the device. Oh, there it is.
Speaking of.
Yep.
There we go.
Nice.
Both buttons to continue.
Sweet.
So now we have everything set up on Ledger Live. Yeah. Okay, so we'll select No S Plus. This is just like important information though. this. This is fairly new, I think. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's much more interactive than it used to be.
yeah.
It's really good. And it gives a lot of really good information. Basically, a lot of stuff that we were describing before, it kind of gives you here during this process now. Yeah.
All right, so this is going to take us through the genuine check. As long as your Ledger device passes the genuine check and you are able to use Ledger Live, it is genuine and safe.
Yeah, if the nano was tampered with in any way, then it would fail this check and you wouldn't be able to get into Ledger Live. It would say, oh, failed genuine check, contact Ledger support.
Yeah, it's definitely a good indicator.
Yep.
All right, so when you first set up, typically you could go to your account tab to add accounts, but when you very first start, you need to go to the portfolio to add an account. I think I'll just add an ETH account.
Sure. Yeah.
So select Ethereum. Of course, you can search here for whatever you're looking for. And this should automatically install the application.
Yep.
I think before we had to make sure the app was on there, but
yeah,
this should automatically add it.
yeah, that's a pretty cool new feature.
Yeah, it's definitely nice.
Mm.
The synchronizing, sometimes that can take a little while.
Yeah.
Don't panic if it takes longer than it seems like it should. I've seen it take, it varies.
Yeah, sometimes minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so account was successfully added. So now we have an Ethereum account in here. I'm going to go over to the accounts tab in Ledger Live. And now you'll see this Ethereum account here. This is the first account to be created with this recovery phrase. And when you click on it, this is where you can receive your first bit of funds, or you can purchase them from one of our buy providers in Ledger Live. And you can generate your address. Generate your address here and then verify it on the device. It's a pretty simple process.
Sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Yeah. So that's basically the full device setup, and she even added an ETH account. Yep.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. Cool. So at this point, it looks like we do have some questions that are being fed to us by our moderator. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we transition into that?
I think that covers the setup.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Yeah. Let's just jump right into these questions then. All right. Let's see. It looks like the first question that we have coming in is from Tech World. Tech World saying, "Good day. Can you show me how to stake Algo from my Ledger Nano X?" Yeah, sure. We can definitely do that. So for Algo, I believe I actually don't have an Algo account, so we can actually just use this. Let's create. Let's see. I think we have to connect to my Algo
I was going to
wallet.
say, is that a third party?
Yeah, I believe so. Let's go here and install the Algorand app.
Oh no.
Oh, we're frozen. All right, cool. So Algorand is supported in Ledger Live. I do want to verify that because I think that actually staking is supported, but I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was still third party, but maybe support has been implemented.
We're going to find out. So now we can just go ahead and add the Algo account right from here. Kelly's going to open the app. All right, it may be kind of difficult. So we'll go here to the Earn tab. Actually, no, we're going to go to the Portfolio tab. And go to the Stake right here. Okay, yeah, I was mistaken. Yeah, so Algorand is not supported for staking in Ledger Live. Otherwise, it would be right here in this list. These are all the, if you go to the portfolio tab and you click on this stake button, it'll show you the ones that are stakeable in Ledger Live. Since it's not, we get to connect to the My Algo wallet, which is kind of fun. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's pull up Google Chrome. Go to Algorand Ledger and pull up the Help Center article. Here we go. All right. So, see, one more. Here we go. Oh. All right. So, it's a little unclear. I think it is. That was when Algorand changed their governance. They changed their governance for their staking rewards. I think you can, but we'll go ahead and just connect through. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So Ledger Live does not. So we have to do My Algo wallet. Okay, perfect. So we'll just go here to My Algo wallet. That's going to be right here. And I'll throw that up here for you guys. Algo wallet. Okay. Go ahead and enter a password. If it accepts that, exit. All right, cool. And it looks like it already connected, which is pretty crazy that it would do that so quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it looks like it just auto connects. Ledger account. Yeah, I haven't messed with Algorand a whole bunch, but it looks like you can just connect right to the My Algo wallet from by having your Nano connected. And yeah, so this there's no balance on here, so I can't stake it from here.
I would expect to see a staking option if it was funded.
Yeah.
I don't see any staking buttons jumping out at me, so that might be something that does not appear unless the account is funded.
Yeah, I think so. So we would need to have a funded Algo account, but I would say that the best thing to do is to connect to My Algo wallet if you do have Algo funds, and you can stake it from there. I know that it's possible because many people have reported that it is, but I think you're probably right. I think you probably have to have a funded account to do that. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So Shaquila B is asking, when will Ledger list XDC? Any information will be appreciated. So XDC so right now it is supported through your Ledger device, but not directly in Ledger Live. So very similar situation to this connecting to My Algo wallet. You'd have to connect to the XDC wallet in order to manage your XDC. And so you can actually go back to Ledger Live and install the XDC application. Okay.
This is a pretty common request.
We
need to get this supported right away.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I know it's being worked on. And so to answer your question, the reason that we have so much issue giving you like an exact date on when it'll be added in is because basically every blockchain comes with its own challenges. We say this a lot on our streams, but it's just very, very much the reality of the situation where some are easier to incorporate than others based on the architecture of the blockchain and the difficulty required and the amount of work required to get that integrated. And so in a lot of cases, it can just take an unknown amount of time where we'll just kind of get notified like, hey, we got it, like this chain is now supported in Ledger Live, and our developers are constantly working on that. So I can't give you an exact date on when it will be, but I can tell you that it's being worked on. And in the meantime, you can connect to the XDC wallet and totally manage your funds through the XDC wallet and your Ledger, and it's just as safe as if it was in Ledger Live. It would just take an additional step to have to connect to the XDC wallet. And then I can pull up that Help Center article here real quick. So let's go here. And then this one here will have all the steps to connect to the XDC wallet. Got the link to the wallet right here. And then graphics on how to get connected. So I'm going to share this with y'all. Oh, unless PJ already did. He may have already done that. Yeah, it looks like he already did. Cool. All right, sweet. Let's see. Do you want to actually go through the process of connecting to XDC Wallet? We don't have too many questions, and
We could. Yeah,
Okay.
I have not actually.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Sweet. Let's do it. All right. So click on Create New Wallet. And, oh, no.
Oh.
Already have, yeah, access wallet. Yep. So on the first screen, we want to access my wallet, not create new wallet.
Some of them are create new wallet.
They
when you
are.
already have, yeah.
It's always different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to make sure we have the XDC app opened up.
Okay. Application ready.
And then we'll go ahead and click on hardware wallets. And then we'll select ledger. And then we want to change this right here to XDC Network, because you can connect to the XDC wallet on these other blockchains that you see right here, but we want to make sure we have XDC selected. Okay, connect via USB. Let it derive our addresses. Okay, always select the first one. It's it can be tempting to select a one down here, like thinking maybe it'll be more secure, and in some cases maybe it would be tougher for someone to find that if they were to compromise your accounts. However, the chance of getting compromised is extremely low. That would really just be if you leaked your recovery phrase. And so it's always easiest to just do the top account, because that'll eliminate confusion in the future when you're trying to access your wallet and you don't have to remember which account that you are trying to access. It's always the first one. Then we can click here and access the wallet. And then you're in. And so basically you'd go through those steps each time that you want to connect, and it'll always pull up your XDC balance. So you can send, receive, you can totally manage your XDC from here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good wallet.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good wallet. It's very, very smooth,
Like
very clean.
The interface is very, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool. Looks like Jen's got a question. You wanna?
Okay. I just got a new phone and I can't figure out how to transfer my wallet to the new phone. Okay, so as long as your phone supports Ledger Live, you can download Ledger Live and then import your accounts to your mobile app. And there's actually a good help center article. I don't know if you want to pull that up. I think it's using Ledger Live on multiple devices.
Oh, right.
And then it shows how to really easily import accounts over. So
There it is.
yeah, awesome. And then be sure to click on the mobile tab.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, there. Yep. Okay. So when you are going through this process, you are going to just go into the Ledger Live settings on the mobile app, and then go to your accounts and then export accounts. From there, you'll get a QR code you can scan, and then all of your accounts from Ledger Live desktop will go over to your phone.
Yep. All right. It may only be possible from desktop. Thinking about it.
Oh,
Okay, export account. I'm not sure. I haven't played around with it on mobile. I think though, for exporting accounts can only come from desktop. So if you're going from mobile to mobile, you may have to.
I'm sorry. Did I might have misunderstood. I was thinking setting up accounts
from one phone to
yes,
another.
Yeah.
Looks like PJ's already dropping those in there. So let's that. Yep, awesome, sweet. So he already got that. All right, cool. Oh, this is an interesting question from Fisher King. How to remove all NFT vouchers from staking Matic on your platform?
Yeah.
The scam NFTs.
Yes.
Yeah. Shoot, I should probably actually go grab my Nano real quick. We want to talk about scam NFTs real quick?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we can have my Polygon account.
For sure.
I'll be right
Sure.
back.
Yeah, so these NFTs are not anything to be concerned about as long as you are not interacting with them aside from hiding them in Ledger Live. So that's what we're going to cover basically. They can be easily hidden. We have that. I'm gonna get the mouse back here to get. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you are not interacting with them, that you're not sending funds to anything, you're not interacting with the QR codes or links or anything like that. The best practice is to simply hide them in Ledger Live. This does not make them go away, unfortunately, because these are public addresses, and because they're public addresses, there's no way to stop scammers from sending, those scam NFTs, but you can hide them. So normally cover the article afterward here, but do you want to go ahead and
yeah, sure.
You want to show them the
yeah. It looks like Peter already linked the article.
Cool. And in the article, this tells you how to handle malicious and unknown NFTs. There's another link inside there that shows you how to hide it.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. But we'll show you here real quick. Let's go back to Ledger Live. You want to drive there some add a Polygon account? Yeah. And you'll notice that we're using a different nano than the one that we just set up. So this is kind of a cool thing to show also is you can actually add multiple accounts from as many different nanos as you want into Ledger Live. Ledger Live will have no idea which nano it belongs to. And so it's kind of on you to give it a good name to know which nano it belongs to.
For sure. I cannot stress that enough.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So in the Polygon 1 account, and I have a ton of these NFTs that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have so many of them. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's.
It seems like I've noticed after I make a transaction, they will come in like almost simultaneously. Like, those bots are quick.
Same here. So yeah,
so
oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, so you click on View Gallery. I think it's View Gallery or See Gallery, and then you can just click on the three dots right here, and then hide. Now you will not see it.
Yeah.
Though unfortunately, like I said, it does not technically remove it. It does hide it and prevent you from accidentally interacting with it.
Yep. And that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
All right. Frank Eggleston's asking a really good question. We get these questions a lot, actually, the difference between recovery phrase and passphrase. How are you on recovery phrases and passphrases?
I think you do a great job of explaining passphrases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I go on a spiel?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so so the passphrase is best thought of as being an extension of your recovery phrase. So when you first set up your device, we set this one up right here, and we did the 24-word recovery phrase. So that'll always be attached to your ledger until you reset it and get a new one. But if you were to then, after you set up a recovery phrase, you can go here into the settings, quit out of the application. So you can hold both buttons down right here. And then you can go to the settings menu and go to security. And then now you can set up a passphrase. Passphrase is right here. It's kind of blurry. It is just going to be blurry, I guess. But the second choice down is passphrase. So you can select that. It is an advanced feature. And then you can set up your passphrase. So what the passphrase is it will allow a user to come up with a word or words or phrase, whatever they want. I think it can be like 256 characters in length. It is case sensitive, and you can also use special characters. And so you want to make sure that whatever passphrase you set up, that it it's something that you could either remember, or if you have written down with your recovery phrase, that you don't forget. But basically with the passphrase, it will allow you to create an entirely different set of accounts separate from your 24-word recovery phrase account. And so let me show you what I mean. So we'll set up a passphrase. We can attach it to pin. We can choose a pin real quick. I'm gonna make it 1, 1, 1, 1, and then confirm the pin real quick. Okay, so let's enter our passphrase. I'm just going to do all lowercase. You can see here you can do uppercase, lowercase, and special characters. I'm just going to do all lowercase to make it easy. And we're going to do A, just to make it nice and easy. Then we can come here to the little check mark. It can be any length you want. When you're done, you can just go to the check mark, confirm it. Passphrase 4 A's, confirm with current pin. Oh, that's going to be the current pin of your device. This is a pin for my actual device. I'm going to do it off camera. Oop, that's not the right. Oop, that's also not the right one. Okay, now it's processing. And now the passphrase is set. So now you can see here that we have, if we go back, if we go to the accounts tab in Ledger Live, so that Polygon account with that Matic in it, we just added that from this Nano. So let me break the connection. Let me go back in. You can see at this point, it's asking me for my PIN. If I were to put in the main PIN for this, the one that we use to create this Polygon account, then I would have access to this Polygon account, and I would be able to send funds from it, generate the receive address, everything. But if I put in the passphrase pin, the new pin, this is a second pin that will only be able to access your passphrase accounts. So we can go here, 1, 1, 1, 1, and it unlocked the device. So now let's see what happens when we try to add another Polygon account. Open the Polygon app. Thinking.
Found those first ones pretty quick.
Yeah, it did. There we go. And so you can go ahead and add that account if you want, or call it maybe a PS or P. Yeah, fine. Yeah, and just anything to differentiate it. Yeah. Okay, so now you see that we have this new account that was derived from our passphrase. So that is the passphrase account.
It's definitely important to make sure that you name them in a way that makes it easy to differentiate between them and keep track, because you will not be able to access this account even if you have the correct recovery phrase. You're not on the passphrase accounts. Yeah. You can't access it. So.
Yep. And it's also important to remember that with that account, we just created that passphrase for 4 A's, and I can actually, if I wanted to, I can quit out of here. And then I can, I think I have to actually break the connection, redo it. And then I can put in my normal PIN. Okay. And then now I can actually set up another passphrase if I want to. I can go in, I can go to security, passphrase, and I can set up a new passphrase. I can also attach it to PIN if I wanted to. Choose my passphrase, choose my new PIN. We can make it 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Confirm the passphrase PIN. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Now we can enter another passphrase. Let's make this one BBBB. Confirm passphrase BBBB. Confirm with current PIN. Okay, processing. Passphrase set. So now, if I break the connection and I come in, and I try to unlock with my previous passphrase pin to access AAAA, which is 1111, it's going to be invalid. That pin is no longer attached to this nano at all. And so, but I can put in 2, 2, 2, 2, and access a new pin. So now you're asking, okay, well, I can still see that account that you created from AAAA here in Ledger Live. Like, what's the deal with that? Did it delete that account? And the answer is no, that account will always exist. And so at this point, if you were to change your passphrase, attach a new passphrase to a different pin, then you can actually go back in and you can reset up passphrase again. I won't do it, but you can reset up passphrase again and attach the pin or set as temporary. And you can set whatever pin you want, and you can do AAAA again. And as long as it matches whatever passphrase was used to drive that account, you will once again have access to that account. Because remember, all these accounts only live on the blockchain. They don't live in Ledger Live. And so as long as you have the right keys that you're creating from your Ledger device, you'll be able to access those accounts. Yeah, it's a very technical thing for it's one of our more advanced features that we offer. And we have really good documentation on it. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out those documents. If Peter, if you haven't already, if you can link the what is a passphrase from the Ledger Academy, and if you can also link how to set up a passphrase from our Help Center article to get people some more information on that. Yeah. Cool. That was a long one.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
Good info.
Okay.
Let's see the next one from Tech World, how to stake FTM from Ledger. I don't think.
Oh, hit the little arrow right there. So go to the portfolio, and then yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't believe Fantom staking is supported in Ledger Live. Yeah, so let's see. Let's go to the Help Center article. Can add a Fantom account. So how to access your Ledger Fantom account via F-Wallet. So this would be a third-party. When was this? This is kind of an older article, actually. This may not still be relevant. But we can.
I'm thinking that you can add it directly.
Yeah, you can add the account. Go ahead. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I don't have any Fantom on this Nano. Yeah.
Wallet?
Yeah, let's try that. There was a link. Yeah.
Oh, this link.
Looks like it's no longer a thing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. To be honest, I think I'm a little stumped in this one. I haven't actually looked into Fantom.
Yeah.
So I'm not really too sure how you would stake your Fantom. So we'd have to kind of look into that and get back to you on that one. Yep. But open up a support if you do have a burning desire to know this. Open up a ticket at support.ledger.com, and that'll give us time to like go in and find out exactly how you can do it, and we can get you better instructions. But when we're live and it's not something that we're very familiar with, it can be difficult for us to kind of like troubleshoot around on screen and try to figure out how to get these things done. So yeah, so for this, I would say definitely a support ticket would be your best bet. All right, cool. Let's see. Steve Donaldson is asking, will Ledger become open source? And that's a good question. Yeah. So yeah, we actually do have an open source roadmap. See if I can find it quick. Okay. So we have a support article. So yeah, so we have this open source roadmap. It's going to be something that happens over time. And large portions of Ledger Live are already open source. In fact, the entire process for building the Nano app, that's all open source on our developer portal. So anybody can go into our developer portal, and if you're building your own blockchain, then they can go in there and they can get all the tools they need and all the software they need to build their Nano app, and that's all open source. So yeah, so there is an open source roadmap. So let's see, PJ can go ahead and drop that. All right, cool. Tech World's asking, say I have EGLD and I want to swap it for VeChain. Can I do that in Ledger Live?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. We can check real quick though. So the thing with Ledger Live and our swap providers is that they are all their own companies that we are partnered with, and so you'll only be able to make swaps for currencies that are supported through our swap providers. And there are there's different kinds of swap providers. There's the decentralized exchange providers, like such as 1inch or Paraswap, where you can make swaps on EVM, like for tokens on ETH for ETH and stuff, or token for token. But when you're talking about cross-chain swaps like this, eGold and VeChain are their own blockchains. The only option that we have for that would be a centralized provider such as Changely. And so if Changely doesn't support VeChain or eGold for swaps, then it just won't be possible in Ledger Live. And furthermore, it's also broken down by region. So certain parts of the world, maybe they're able to facilitate different kinds of swaps for different people based on the location that they're in. And so it makes it really difficult for us to say definitively whether or not this will be possible for you, but we can check in ours and see, and just kind of see what there is.
Cross chain.
Sushi swap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cross-chain.
So does ThorSwap. Yeah, so ThorSwap is available in Ledger Live as a swap provider. And with ThorSwap, you can actually swap Bitcoin for Ethereum, and you can do some cross-chain swaps. But I don't believe VeChain is part of it. I'm adding an ETH account right now. Yep. Okay, so we got this ETH account now. So let's go to swap. And the reason I add the ETH account is because there's enough ETH in here to generate the swap. None of my other crypto accounts that I have here on this Nano have enough crypto in them to even to do this.
Yeah.
So let's see what's available. So no VeChain and no eGold. Yeah, so you probably won't be able to make that swap in Ledger. Most likely. All right, Frank Eggleston, thanks for explaining the passphrase. So after creating the passphrase, if you ever do a recover on your Nano, do we need to recreate the passphrase? Yes, you will. You will need to go in. If this Nano gets reset, you would have to go in and just redo the passphrase. Again, it doesn't matter really what pin you choose. The pin is not tied to the passphrase. The pin is only there to unlock the device. But as long as you get the actual passphrase exactly right, when you re-add it back into your Nano, it'll give you access to those exact same accounts again.
Steve Donald, you designed one type of ledger that could never have a password recovery and a ledger device that couldn't. Not exactly sure what the question is. Can we get a little bit of clarification on that?
Yeah, because right now any Nano can be recovered with the 24-word recovery phrase. And so there would never be a Nano that couldn't be recovered with a recovery phrase.
Right.
The only thing I can think of is if they're talking about Ledger Recover.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of. And if you are referring to Ledger Recover, that is a total opt-in service. And I can't say for sure that which devices will fully support that feature. I know that the Nano X is, and for instance, the Nano S, the old device, that is becoming a deprecated device, and so we're no longer updating that one. It is still functional and still able to use, and it's still supported. But the Nano S device will not ever have the ability to have Ledger Recover. So that's really the only thing I can think of. But future products will most likely come with that ability. But it's important to note, though, with Ledger Recover that this is something that occurs only on your device. It's not like anybody else, Ledger or any other entity, has access to the recovery phrase in your device. So when you set up Ledger Recover, you will have to go through a series of prompts where you authorize every single step of the way from your device. And furthermore, before you even go through that process, you would have to create an account for Ledger Recover and start that process. So there's really no possible way that anybody can access it, even if that feature is available on that device. You could just choose not to use it, and it would be impossible for that service to take effect on your account.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right, cool. So yeah, I think that that's pretty much all the questions. Our moderator is saying that we've answered all the questions, so I think that's probably a good place to stop.
Yeah.
So real quick, if you like this kind of content and if we were of any help to you at all, we'd very much appreciate if you hit the like button and subscribe. That way it can help the YouTube algorithm to get information out there to more people. That way, if there's other people out there that are having trouble with their Ledger devices or just having trouble with crypto in general and want their questions answered, they'll know that they can come to us and we'll be able to answer questions. Even if you're not a Ledger user, we're not going to ignore your questions. So if you do just want to pop in and, get some of your questions answered, we're more than happy to do that. So definitely spread the word. The best way to spread the word is by, obviously hitting the like and subscribe button. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for stopping in.
Yeah. And thanks for having me again.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Kelly.
Yeah.
So I hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead of you and stay safe.